Frail Princess Charlene of Monaco sparks concern among fans in new snap, after final ENT procedure in South Africa went very well. Princess Charlene of Monaco has sparked concern among fans following her latest appearance online. The former Olympian, 43, who has been living in her home country of South Africa for much of this year, took to Instagram yesterday to share a photograph of her meeting with Masazulu Zulu, the present head of the Zulus, on October 5. However, the snap with the ruler, which comes amid a succession battle between the Zulu royals, has left some of her 351,000 followers worried over her tired and frail look. On October 8, Zimbabwean-born Charlene underwent a final operation to deal with an ear, nose and throat infection she contracted in May, with a palace source telling AFP that the procedure went very well. Earlier this month Prince Albert insisted that his wife is likely to return to Monaco by the end of the month, after the pair denied rumors of a rift and insisted Charlene's absence from the principality is due to her contracting the serious sinus infection. "Thank you for your kindness and support," Charlene captioned the photograph, which was posted as a video as music played over it. Dressed in a layered ensemble which featuring a striped cardigan, Charlene sported a beaded cross necklace while folding her hands together. The mother of two, who last week said she can't wait to get home to her children, wore a smattering of makeup and styled her fringe to the side. But her appearance in the social media post concerned fans, with one writing, "Get well soon, you look so frail, take care, hope you get back to Monaco to your lovely family." Another said, "It's good to see you looking so beautiful, but build up your strength," while a third added, "Too bad to see her so weak. God bless you." The princess added an exclamation in Zulu, "Bayinkosi," which roughly translated is thought to mean salute to the king. It comes after Charlene offered to mediate in a family dispute between the Zulu royals, despite rumors of her own troubles with Prince Albert. The former Olympic swimmer urged Zulus to end their succession battle for the sake of unity, according to South Africa's national broadcaster. A personal friend of the late King Goodwill's Zwelithini, Charlene attended his funeral, sat among his wives and children in their ancestral lands at Nongoma, later describing her many special moments of the years with the monarch. A bitter war of succession has followed the end of Goodwill's 50-year reign, including sensational allegations of poison plots and a forged will, between the feuding relatives. Masazulu Zulu, the eldest son of the late leader, was named the heir, but some family members have rejected his claim to the throne. Last week Princess Charlene said she can't wait to get home to her children but made no reference to her husband Prince Albert in an interview given in South Africa. Charlene, who wed Prince Albert II in 2011, has been living in her home country of South Africa for much of this year, and the extended stay has stoked speculation that the royal couple may be headed for divorce. However, they have denied rumors of a rift and said Charlene's absence from the principality is due to her contracting the serious sinus infection, making her unable to travel and forcing her to miss key events, including her 10-year wedding anniversary and her children's first day of school. In an interview it took place earlier this month and was shared on Charlene's Instagram page last week, the royal said she misses her children, Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella, terribly, adding, "Any mother out there who has been separated from her children for months would feel the same way I feel." In the clip, she said, "I came to South Africa to oversee some foundation projects. I was unwell at the time, unknowingly, with an infection. It was addressed immediately. Unfortunately, it grounded me for some months in South Africa. I had my one procedure, it was very successful. I'm well, I'm feeling much stronger. I have one more procedure. Then I cannot wait to get home to my children, who I miss terribly." Elsewhere in the interview she touched on community in South Africa, saying she would like to impart unity and strength. She said, "Obviously I would never like to touch on anything politically. But what can be done, is people need to set their differences aside and think of the generations to come and less of themselves. Too much emphasis is put on ourselves and less on the future generations to come. What do they have to look back on? Who is their guide? That needs to be installed." Speaking about the anti-poaching work she has been undertaking while in South Africa this year, she said, "I am determined to come back and continue the work I set out to do, as I have done in many countries over Africa and in South Africa. Conservation, preservation, restoration and education. That is what my foundation stands for. We save lives." The release of the interview came days after a palace source said her final operation to deal with an ear, nose and throat infection she contracted in May went very well. The operation in South Africa was performed under general anesthetic, and is the last she had to undergo following her ENT infection. She will be under observation for 48 hours, the source told French news agency AFP. Earlier this month Albert insisted that his wife is likely to return to Monaco by the end of the month, telling RMC Radio, "She will be back very soon, we have to talk to the doctors in a few days." It comes amid reports that Albert applied for sovereign immunity in his court battle to fight claims he fathered a third love child before marrying Charlene. The 63-year-old prince, who already supports 2 illegitimate children, is alleged to have had a relationship with a Brazilian woman which resulted in a daughter in 2005. The claim, which his lawyers dismissed as a hoax, is particularly painful as he was dating Charlene at the time, having met the former Olympic swimmer in 2000. It was reported last year that the case would go to court in Milan in February, however, according to Town & Country, the prince's lawyers pleaded sovereign immunity and the case has been delayed. Lawyer Eric Grimaldi, who is acting on behalf of the woman, said he hopes the judge will reject Albert's plea and he is waiting for the case to come back to court, which he believes will happen imminently. The 34-year-old claimant, who cannot be named for legal reasons, says she had a passionate affair with Albert, leading to the birth of their daughter, whose name is also classified, on July 4, 2005. Albert received a handwritten letter from the child, who is now 16, in September last year reading, "I don't understand why I grew up without a father, and now that I have found you, you don't want to see me." Last December, legal papers were also filed, as lawyers for the claimant called on Albert to undergo a DNA test, just as he did before finally being identified as the father of 2 illegitimate children born in the 1990s and early 2000s. as she had a passionate affair with Albert, leading to the birth of their daughter, whose name is also classified, on July 4, 2005. Albert received a handwritten letter from the child, who is now 16, in September last year reading, "I don't understand why I grew up without a father, and now that I have found you, you don't want to see me." Last December, legal papers were also filed, as lawyers for the claimant called on Albert to undergo a DNA test, just as he did before finally being identified as the father of two illegitimate children born in the 1990s and early 2000s.